Listen, my child. If someone truly loves you, you will not be confused. I know many people today call confusion love. They say love is complicated. They say mixed signals are normal. They say emotional distance is just part of relationships. But my child, real love does not leave you constantly questioning where you stand. When someone truly loves you, you feel safe, not perfect, not without problems, but safe. You do not spend every night overthinking their behavior. You do not sit there analyzing every message, every silence, every change in tone. You're not constantly wondering, do they still care about me? Did I do something wrong? Why do they suddenly feel distant? Love should not feel like a puzzle you're trying to solve every single day. I remember a time in my life when I mistook confusion for love. At first, everything felt beautiful. The attention, the conversations, the late night talks. They made me feel seen, and slowly, I allowed myself to believe I had finally found something real. But little by little, things began to change. Some days they were warm and affectionate. Other days, they became cold and distant. One day they would make me feel important. The next day, it felt like I barely existed in their world. And my child, that inconsistency can damage a person more than they realize. Because when someone keeps changing how they treat you, you begin changing yourself to keep them comfortable. You become anxious. You start overthinking everything. You replay conversations in your head, trying to figure out what went wrong. You blame yourself for their distance. You become afraid of saying the wrong thing, asking too much, or expressing how you truly feel, and slowly, you stop feeling peaceful. You start living in emotional survival mode, always waiting, always guessing, always hoping. That is not love, my child. That is uncertainty. And uncertainty can make even the strongest person feel emotionally exhausted. Many people stay in confusing relationships because they are attached to the moments when things feel good. And yes, sometimes those moments can feel beautiful. That is what makes it difficult to let go. You hold on to the good days, the sweet words, the rare moments of affection, and you tell yourself, maybe things will go back to how they used to be. But real love is not something that disappears every few days and then suddenly returns. Real love is consistent. Not perfect, but consistent. The right person will not leave you constantly wondering if they care. You will not have to beg for reassurance every day. You will not have to chase clarity. And you certainly will not feel emotionally abandoned while being in a relationship. I wish more people understood this, because so many beautiful souls are trapped in relationships where they are slowly losing themselves, not because they are weak, but because they keep hoping love will eventually become what it promised to be in the beginning. I know how painful that can feel. You start asking yourself painful questions. Am I asking for too much? Am I too emotional? Why is loving me so difficult? But my child, the wrong person will make you feel difficult to love simply because they are unable to love you properly. That is why you must never measure your worth by the way someone treats you. Some people are emotionally unavailable. Some people enjoy attention but fear commitment. Some people only love when it's convenient for them. And if you're not careful, you'll spend years trying to earn a kind of love they are incapable of giving. That is why clarity is so important. Love should feel peaceful more often than painful. Yes, relationships require effort. Yes, people have flaws. But there is a difference between normal relationship challenges and constantly feeling emotionally confused. The right person will communicate with you. The right person will make their intentions clear. The right person will not disappear every time things become serious. And most importantly, the right person will not make you feel unwanted. I remember the moment I finally understood this lesson. One night, I was sitting alone with tears in my eyes, holding my phone, waiting for a message that never came. And suddenly, I asked myself something I had been avoiding for a very long time. Why does this love make me feel so anxious? That question changed everything, because love should not constantly feel like fear. You should not wake up every morning worried about losing someone who truly values you. You should not feel emotionally unstable simply because someone cannot decide how they feel about you. And in that moment, I realized something painful. I had become addicted to uncertainty. I was chasing moments of affection from someone who only gave me pieces of themselves. And my child, partial love can be one of the most painful things a person experiences. Subscribe for more videos.